I'm going to talk about two topics, each briefly. First, Charity Engine, and then briefly something called Find Bio. Charity Engine is what we call a crowdsourced cloud service. It's a little bit different than other BOINC projects in that we're harnessing idle CPU capacity to generate revenue for charities, not exactly for science, but for more traditional forms of charity, which is to say that that we put the donated CPUs to use for commercial purposes and share the revenue with charity. A portion of the capacity, computing capacity, which gets aggregated this way, though, also gets donated to scientific research, and that's what I'm going to talk about here. So we have what we call our scientific grant program, and you'll see we're closing in on a billion core hours of computation donated to the program so far. This includes a very wide range of BOINC projects, more than 20. We did some benchmarks of the performance of our volunteer compute resources versus Amazon, and the value of this computation, if it had been run on Amazon, even at spot instance pricing, which is the lowest that they have, be north of $10 million. So we're really quite proud of that, and growing. We also, besides BOINC, support scientists who don't have BOINC projects but have computationally intensive research that they'd like to undertake and don't have the resources or the skills to stand up a BOINC project. So among those, in this past year, we supported some research into what's called the sum of three cubes, math problem to take any number and find out if it can be represented in the form of three cubes. And in particular, these researchers wanted to find the sum of three cubes to the number 42, which is the only number for which this is unsolved or had been unsolved below 100. All the other ones have been solved because, well, in prior research. And this was done with Andrew Sutherland, or by Andrew Sutherland at MIT and Andrew Booker from Bristol University. So as Juan was saying, this is not our science. We just provided compute resources to facilitate. And in about 35 million compute hours, an answer was found, which are the three numbers which you see here. Well, we also found a new solution for three. Turns out there's multiple, and also solutions for three other numbers: 165, 579, 906. But in particular, the number 42 as a sort of holdout below 100 had been an unsolved problem for quite some time. It also has the character of being the not only the solution to the sum of three cubes, but if those of you are familiar with the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, is the answer to the life, the universe, and everything. In the book, there's an alien civilization that wants to know the answer to the life, the universe, and everything, and they build a huge, gigantic supercomputer, and they let it run for 7.5 million years, and the answer to the life, the universe, and everything turned out to be, according to this book, 42. As a result, this, I think, helped us get a lot of press for these results, in addition to the mathematical relevance. So people seem to pick up on that connection in large part, I think, because of some really great press that my partner Mark McAndrew did on this topic. So we were very excited about that. We've also supported research on other areas of mathematics, super mutations. We've given them 20 million core hours. And we have a really exciting project that unfortunately I can't say because it's part of a partnership And there's an announcement scheduled for April 21st, shortly after, unfortunately, the workshop, but maybe in the third week we can just share a link about that. So the grant program is an ongoing thing. So if any of your BOINC projects needs additional compute resources from time to time or on a persistent basis, contact us through the Charity Engine website. And if you know other scientists who have work and don't have means to set up a BOINC project, they most certainly should also reach out to us. Next week, we'll talk a little bit more about the infrastructure of Charity Engine, the platform, what it can do, how it works, that type of thing. But for now, I just wanted to share what we were doing by way of supporting science and the BOINC community.